Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well. While let this truth from and salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua. And today, just basically and getting on the times on the planet Earth. And the times that are on the planet Earth is evil times. You know, as brothers can see, I got an article from the LA Times. In war-stricken Gaza, hunger is a constant companion. So guess what? Even though it's war going on over there, people getting shot down, also people have to worry about what they going to eat next. And eating is one of the best swords or one of the best weapons you can use with human beings today. Even the sneaker commercial says you're not yourself when you're hungry, man. So these bad times are going to increase. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get this in the book of Ezekiel, the 7th chapter. This is the book of Ezekiel 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. And end is come, the end is come. It watches for thee, behold, it is come. So evil times or bad times is synonymous with the end, you know? So the worse it get, the closer we actually get into the kingdom of heaven. Now let's go ahead and read a little bit of this article. Again, going back, it says, in war-stricken Gaza, hunger is a constant companion. UN and other agencies sound alarm over acute food security in Gaza. 1 in 4 Palestinian households is facing extreme hunger. Again, that's one of the best things to do to fight against the flesh. Eat, you fasting, things like that, your flesh get weak, but it gets to a point, let's say you fast 4, 5, 6, 7 days, it gets to a point where you're not going to be able to move, man. And again, Esau know what he doing. He did the same thing with Israel, man. A siege round about it. Let's go ahead and read a little bit more. It says, in wartime Gaza, death come quickly or slowly. Starvation is slow. Right there. Because, hey, let's go ahead and get that in the book of Lamentations, the 4th chapter. To actually die of the famine is one of the worst deaths you can get, man. This is the book of Lamentations 4. In verse 9, it says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for the wants of the fruits of the field. So when you starve and you actually, it's a process of it, man. It gets to a point when your stomach start eating itself, man. And at the same time, especially over here in the West, these people are not going to be used to not eating for 2 days. And not, as a matter of fact, 2 hours. Jake got to eat something every 2 hours, man. That McDonald's diet you got, it's not going to cut it in the famine, man. But again, basically, you go back to Lamentations 4 and verse 9, it's saying it's better to die quickly with a sword, whether it be a guillotine or one shot in the head or whatever, then you just starve yourself to death, man. Let's go ahead and read. Let's go ahead and go back on this article. It says, with the war between Israel and Palestine, militant group Hamas now in its 12th week, more than 20,000 deaths, about a third of them children, have been reported by Palestine authorities in the Gaza Strip. The majority of fatalities have been the result of Israeli bombardment, officials say, but hunger's grip is tightening by the day. So people are starving to death over there, and that's biblical prophecy, man. Let's go ahead and get some of that up in 2nd Ezra 15, and I'm going to start at verse, matter of fact, let's start at verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And the prophets have been on the highways and byways preaching, man. And we haven't been preaching about everything's going to be all right. We haven't been preaching that T.D. Jakes doctrine, man. We've been teaching the doctrine that things are going to get worse. Evils and only evils are coming ahead. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Because the Lord said this. Not just in that like we just disgruntled guys on the street corner. We just hate the white man's that much. We do hate them, but for lack of better words, it's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua who's bringing down these decrees. These decrees are actually coming out from on top, man. Let's continue on though. It says, fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Yes, you scoff against this word. You speak against this word. You don't think it's going to happen. You think it's going to happen in your son's time or in your son's time, not knowing that the Lord is going to make these things happen unto you. You know? Because a lot of people are going to be unaware when all hell break loose. It says, verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's what's clearly going on over there, man. And you can see the people's faces right here. Look how distraught these guys is. The little girl, you know, this guy, you know what I'm saying? Pushing people out the way, and she's overwhelmed too. And the only thing they probably got is porridge and oatmeal, man. You know? But again, it just shows you the desperation that people are going to get in when it's a lack of food, man. This is going to be one way how Esau's going to push forth his titan device. You know, that sea hip. You know? Let's go ahead and read this again. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. And it just shows you that this is how you know Esau got his hand in it. Because it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and wherever Esau go, death follows, man. Whether it be a famine, whether it be an outbreak, whether it be a chemtrail, or all of a sudden you go missing. Only thing you can blame is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Let's get this real quick in the book of Sirach 12, and I'm going to jump down to verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And Esau, he's over there in the Middle East with his swords, his weaponry, his military, but also through the famine. The famine is a weapon of war too, especially for the human body, because people are not used to not eating for 3 days, man. Drinking water or something like that, your body getting weak, your mind start playing tricks on you. Hey, these people are totally going to bug out when all these things come down the pipe. Read this again. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. So even if Esau do come with the rations and things like that, it might be an incentive that come with it. In order for you to get your rations, you have to get this tiny device, man. You know? And that's what time that we're coming in. Because at the end of the day, the Lord, he's going to make his prophecies and he's going to make his words manifest. Now, let's read a little bit on this article. Let's finish it off. Yep, it says, the great majority of fatalities have been the result of Israeli bombardment, officials say, but hunger's grip is tightening by the day. The UN nations and other agencies last week raised the alarm over acute food insecurity in the blockade enclave, saying 1 in every 4 households were facing extreme hunger. Not just hunger, extreme hunger. And they doing that blockade and siege. They're making sure no food come out. They're making sure no food come in, man. It says what was brought was a grain intended to give to animals. He said we pounded it with the stones and cooked it. So get to the point when they eat animal food, man. The little grains we get of animals, now we got to use everything. Gonna get to a point when, hey, people probably eat people, man. You eat the leather off your shoes, the leather off your tires. It's going to get to a point when that desperation is going to kick in so hard, they're going to end up eating each other, you know? It says, in ever-shrinking zones of Gaza, where people have sought haven from bombardment, sometimes moving to an area that has been designated as safe, only to come under fire again. So they trying to go to a safe place, but hey, they coming under fire again. It says, matter of fact, that's the scriptures. I ain't got to get it right now, but I can quote it. It says, as a man flee from a lion, and the bear met him, and he ran from the bear, went to the house, and put his hand on his hand, and the serpent bit him. It's going to be a way you cannot escape the Lord, because they coming for a safe haven, but something worse is actually happening, man. It says, sometimes moving to an area that has been designated as safe, only to come under fire again. This unrelenting struggle to find food is beginning to outweigh all other imperatives. So guess what? Food is the biggest commodity over there in the Middle East, man. Even though it's wars and things are happening, people still gotta eat over there. And again, just know that this type of vibration and this type of lifestyle is coming to the West. So yeah, I can my praise this video is edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rachakwadash. I want to give them my honor to my apostle, Elders Great Millstone, and Shalom.